Hello Internet, today we're talking about Uber. Welcome to Raise Your Frequency. Today we're going to be talking a bit about Uber. Let's talk about Uber, that, ride sharing company, right? Now, a lot of people think, wow, it's the greatest thing since sliced cheese. Woo, Uber. It's so, how can I say, inventive. It's so creative, this new idea. It's so innovative, this new concept, you know? And, it's had picketing, protests and stuff, certain places, and kind of understandable. But apparently it's here to stay, and it's getting more and more popular and stuff like that. But I'm here to say that Uber is, well, garbage. Why am I saying this? Uber is not the future. It's the same shit like any other corporation. It's not thinking outside the box. It's nothing special at all. It's a big corporation. Their sole principle is to make profit, to make money, and he used the app world right now, which is very, very popular. It's going to be popular for many years to come still. So he's using that to his advantage to make profit. That's it. Besides that, it's to be honest with you, it's nothing special. Let me explain to you why. There's going to be coming out a Uber killer. That's right. An Uber killer is going to be coming out. When? I can't tell you when. Could be 6 months, could be the next month, could be in 6 years. I don't know. It's going to happen. I'll tell you why. It's because the Uber idea of where you have an app, right? Let's say for the users, the people that want some kind of taxi service, right? For those people, that idea of, okay, I'm here, you broadcast your location, and then you see, some Uber taxis around you, which one is available. You could pick the one that you like. I'm not even sure you can do it with Uber, but anywho, eventually, the point is the closest, the fast service, right? So that you can see where they are and then get to your location and give you a lift wherever you want to go. All this, as at a consumer point of view, can be done much better. And much better, not just for the consumer, much better for less centralized power. Now, I am against centralized power. Not everything, but probably 95% of things that are centralized power are garbage because it's controlled by a few people. A few people make all the decisions instead of being controlled by everybody, the people using it. A Uber killer would be a decentralized version of Uber. What am I talking about? Well, if you don't understand how Bitcoin works, and probably most of you don't understand how Bitcoin works, but as I hope there's some programmers or some developers watching this, because what you could do is you can create a decentralized Uber, and it is needed. Trust me, there's enough centralized power corporations that control everything and make all the fucking profits. There's enough of that. Let's decentralize, where profit gets a lot more evenly distributed and everybody's in control of it. That's also very important. So, it can't be shut down, it can't be censored. and stuff like that. Now, the way you could do it is like this. Taxi coin. Just made up that name. Taxi coin, just as an example. You would have a blockchain, just like Bitcoin, except on the blockchain, instead of having, well, it could still work like an actual currency, taxi coin actually, because you will mine it. Miners, like in Bitcoin, will mine the taxi coin blockchain. But instead of processing just transactions, instead of processing just financial transactions or currency transactions, right? You would be processing other stuff like where the taxi is, was the service good? You know, who's this taxi? It can be proven, of course, by digital signature. Just like in Bitcoin, you can prove that you are the owner of a taxi, well, at least of the phone that you should have, well, that Uber drivers have on them anyways. That's the way it works. So you'd have a blockchain that would process the money part of Taxicoin, but also the other part of Taxicoin, which is, was the service good? It would be kind of like eBay, because eBay works on reputation, right? If you start selling stuff, people give you ratings, 1 star, 5 star, 4 star, whatever. And then if you, over a period of time, 6 months, a year, whatever, or more, get good ratings, you're going to have a good reputation, let's say, on the Taxicoin blockchain. So that's the way that would work. That would keep out scammers, or not keep them out, but prevent them from happening, just like on eBay. Because if you buy something on eBay and the guy has a reputation of 40% or something like that, you're going to get screwed most likely. So you don't do that. You try and always, when you buy stuff from eBay, here's a little tip. When you buy stuff from eBay, try and always buy from sellers that have like 99% and up. And if you can't find what you're looking for, the next down, 98, try and stay there. If you start, taking chances and buying stuff from merchants on eBay that have like 90, 80%, 70%, something might go, I don't know, something might go wrong. Who knows what? Or if you have a reputation of 50% or less, or I don't even know if you would even stay on eBay if you have that low of a reputation. Anyways, the same thing would be with Taxicoin. You'd have a reputation system. So you can, as a user, you can say, let's say you didn't like this. Let's say you got a lift from this guy, Carlos. I don't know, I'm just going to make up a name. And you didn't like him, right? And they all have IDs and stuff, which they prove, right? Which they can prove with digital signature. You could say, I don't like this guy. So you can block him so that he's not even in existence anymore in the Taxicoin network to you. So you basically, you censor who you want to censor. And then on top of that is, they could have like description. Okay, very expensive, luxurious car. Let's say this guy has that, but his reputation is 80%. What's to say? This person has a shittier car, older, not as luxurious, but his reputation is like 99%. So the user can see this information, which is all recorded on the blockchain, and they can make up their own mind who they're going to call. So let's say the Taxicoin blockchain system would work like this. You have, all that exists are apps and the blockchain. So you have your apps. Let's say the app's like a wallet, it's like a Bitcoin wallet kind of thing. So the taxi drivers, or the drivers, have an app, and that's going to broadcast who they are, the reputation, and where they are. And then the customer app, they would see, where the taxis are and who they are, how much they charge, what kind of car it is, and so forth. So they could call whoever they want. I want to call this person or whatever. So as soon as you put a call in, that goes in the blockchain that this person signed, digital signature, remember? And you could even have, honestly, you could have even user reputation. So it's the same user always, it's the same user. You don't have to put your real name, right? But it's the same user always, the same user. And this user is getting good ratings from the fucking taxi driver. You could even do that if you want. It's up to us. Anyways, so you would broadcast that, on the taxi coin network. And then the nodes, I'm comparing it to Bitcoin because there will have to be probably some changes. But that would get broadcast, right? And the drivers would see, someone wants to be picked up here, and actually they'll have your location there too, because the drivers are broadcasting their location, GPS. The drivers and the people that want the service are also broadcasting, so they could see both. They could see where they are. So that'll be broadcast on the Bitcoin network, and the nodes take care of this. So then the taxi driver could say, okay, I'm going to pick up this guy. Then when he says, I'm going to pick them up, that also gets broadcast onto the, so all this stuff gets onto the blockchain. This request for a taxi, a car, gets put on the blockchain, and then the driver, and it's all digital signatures, so it's all like, you can't, fake this or forge it, right? So that would also go onto the blockchain. And then what happens after that? Let's say the drive, how much was paid is going to be on the blockchain. How much was charged? Can't cheat that, because you would actually, let's say, use the taxi coin. I'm sure you could probably do it so you could use Bitcoin too to pay, but I'm saying probably it will start out like taxi coin itself will be used. So that would be broadcast. That would be on the blockchain. Anyways, everything, you could put everything on the blockchain. It's not that much. Look, location where the driver is, location where the requester is, how much got transferred, how much was the charge, was the service good, on all this stuff. You could put it on a blockchain. And if people are thinking, oh, it's going to be too much information on the blockchain, come on, I think we're past that. There's not going to be tons and tons and tons of transactions like in a financial type of blockchain. That's understandable because everybody in the entire world deals with money, but not everybody takes taxis or ride sharing, whatever you want to call it. So, that can be 100% doable. Decentralized Uber, 100% doable. Not even that complicated, to be honest with you. I have a degree in programming. It's been a long time I didn't program, but I understand the logic of programming. That's how I understood Bitcoin. And now what blockchain you want to use? You can create your own blockchain, right? Taxi coins start from zero and all that stuff. Or you could use maybe something that's available, maybe Ethereum. Maybe you could fit Ethereum into this Uber coin, taxi coin kind of thing. Maybe if you're going to use Ethereum, you might not call it taxi coin. You might call it something else. But maybe you can use Ethereum as the base for this, for the functionality of the system. The point is, or there's other ones coming out. Scenario, if you haven't heard of Scenario, they're not out yet, but huge, big promise. Looks good, looking good. I don't know when they're going to be out. I hope they're going to be out soon, maybe this year. I don't know, 2017 sometime. And there's it's not a dream. It could actually happen, and that would kill Uber. So bye-bye Uber, you're gone, because this thing's taken over. There's no, imagine protests on that. It's decentralized. You can't stop it. See what I'm trying to say? Because Uber, If the government was coming and said, no more Uber here, no more Uber in the city, there's going to be no more Uber in that city. But if you use a decentralized method like TaxiCoin or whatever, can't stop that. That's what I like about it. And it's for the people, it's by the people, for the people. It's really cool that. And there's not one fucking power-hungry, money-hungry fucking entity, corporation that's fucking sucking up all the profits. In other words, TaxiCoin could be even maybe cheaper than Uber is. Just a thought. So I really like the idea of a decentralized Uber. I love that idea. Thanks to Bitcoin. But there's a lot of things that can be done decentralized. Kind of easy too. Twitter. A Twitter type system. You know, no fucking ads. How about that? No ads. No commercials. You could post whatever you want. No censorship. You could block whoever you want. Let's say this guy's talking about, I don't know, Nazi stuff. You don't like him. He's tweeting always about Nazi white power. And you don't like that? Block him. Never see stuff from him again. Or you can, you know, you could set it any way you want. Like certain words, never show. I mean, we can manage ourselves. We don't need a centralized entity, corporation like Twitter to manage it. We can manage it ourselves. So you can do like Twitter decentralized, which there already is such a thing, but it's not user-friendly yet. You know, Facebook, a social website type, that is coming, and that's going to kill Facebook, and I can't wait. Because again, Facebook is a centralized power. All the money goes there. They have all the power. They could shut your account, you know, delete your account, block you, kick you out, prevent you from doing this, block post, this, that, delete post, whatever they want. It's centralized. You're not in control. You're using their thing. Decentralized is everybody's controlling it, so nobody could say, you know, nobody has the power to block this guy, or I mean, you know, to everybody, block this person to everybody. You don't have that. Anyways, I hope you like my little discussion on Uber, why it's not that special at all, why a Uber killer is around the corner. It's going to be a decentralized version of Uber, and there's a lot of other decentralized stuff coming out, which in my opinion is way better. And anyways, I hope you like my little talk. You know, subscribe, like, share, comment. I'll see you next time on Raise Your Frequency.